Yeah, I'm your Black Lex today, baby. Now you ain't never gotta like me, that shit is overrated. You need a hero to love, I'll be the villain that you hated. When it's all said and done, you gon' love me. Me kissing babies, fucking ladies thinking of me. Cause I'm the villain, the bad guy, the one that's supposed to lose. But I'm American, baby, so the rules all skewed for me. Steal your identity, fuck up your credit for free. Police know it's stolen, but they still make you pay the fee. And you don't respect me, for real? I'm the one that's showing you what the real world is. All these backroom deals for your kids' future. My financial aid hustle keep your kids mooching. And while you motherfuckers still stupid, the Statue of Liberty married the country, divorced and now the bitch still moving. With half of the money, alimony, child support. You know what's up when I be winning in the court, cause I'm the villain, the bad guy, the numero uno, the one that y'all hate to see. Cause I'm the big dog, the head honcho, H&I-C, everybody wants to be. Damn right, I'm the villain, the bad guy, the numero uno, the one that y'all hate to see. Cause I'm the big dog, the head honcho, H&I-C, everybody wants to be. They try to tell me thou shalt not steal. In the same church they tell me Jesus white, is they for real? They try to say the land of the free, minus the slavery, plus the fact that you pay for land these folks stole for free. And you wanna be Superman. Did you forget that Lex Luthor became the president? You lacking common sense, that's why the villain lives. That's why the villain's right. They turn on Superman, man, they turn on Jesus Christ. Even the devil got teams, like Arizona State, Duke, the state of Jersey. That man say you're sold and he can't get a jersey. Y'all go to church on Sunday and you claim you're worthy. That's why I got my credit and I'm charging 10%. You finish paying me and you gon' pay me triple, bitch. So why'd I be a hero when a villain gets paid? And women like paid, so the villain gets laid. So I'ma be the villain, the bad guy, the numero uno, the one that y'all hate to see. Cause I'm the big dog, the head honcho, H&I-C, everybody wants to be. Damn right, I'm the villain, the bad guy, the numero uno, the one that y'all hate to see. Cause I'm the big dog, the head honcho, H&I-C, everybody wants to be.
People see you how they need you. That's why some people hate you and don't even know you. They need you to be an enemy. Because if they make you an enemy, they don't have to take responsibility. And be honest with you, that's why some people think too highly of you. Because they need you to be a savior. And the truth is, you're neither.
You know, there's times in my life where I wasn't ready to receive information. Sometimes you're just not in the place, no matter how clear it is or what people are saying, to receive information.
What's happening, fam? You know, L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You're going to see the thumbnail, the Black Manosphere of the Week, and I'm going to have some clips, right, to go through this. You see the title. Make Black men sacrificial again. And as you saw by the first clip with the pastor talking, this is one of the issues. People have this thing where we have to be an enemy or a savior. And we're enemy in people's minds because they need an enemy to have, you know, motivation or somebody to take accountability for their shortcomings. We don't know the vast majority of these people that are quote unquote our enemy. They make up all kinds of ridiculous stories amongst themselves of, you see, that's why we don't like them. And this starts from us as children up to us as adults. And it doesn't even end when we're dead. People need an enemy. So when I say make black men sacrificial again, what I'm saying is you have a lot of people out here who need us to fulfill a role in their minds and sacrifice our lives to play some fictitious role in their head so they can actually live their life. On the other side of that spectrum, you have people who want us to be their savior. And what's weird about this is this. Some of the same people that want us to be an enemy and make us an enemy in their minds are the same exact people that turn around and want us to be their savior. And we're just sitting there like, wait, I didn't even know we was enemies for one. So now you're my enemy, and now when things get rough, I need to pull you out of a burning building. What are we talking about? And in my opinion, when I say sacrificial, you're gonna be an enemy regardless. See, if somebody has to have that model to live, if you become their enemy, you fulfill their promise, right? And if you become their savior, you still become their villain, because I shouldn't get saved by you because you're my enemy. Because you didn't save me to save me. You saved me for this made up thing you got up in your mind, because you already made up an enemy, and then and some of you people already made up, a savior, and it's like, this is ridiculous. And for some of you brothers out there, that is part of the reason, when you hit a certain age, why you're confused. Because you're trying to figure out where the hate comes from, and you're trying to figure out where the entitlement comes from, because people expect you to be an enemy or they expect you to be a savior. And a lot of times you don't even know these people. You're just minding your business, doing your thing. And it gets worse and worse and worse until you're like, yo, okay, I get it. This whole group of people, views me as an enemy, or this whole group of people views me as somebody that needs to save them out of the blue. I get it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate myself from these enemies, and I'm going to separate myself from these people who want me to be a savior. And then what do you become? You abandon people. So it's like, hey, y'all are tripping, and y'all want me to play this game with you. And a lot of guys aren't doing it. So things get worse. And what I mean by things get worse, I'm saying that people, for some weird reason, they can rationalize being irrational with you. You get what I'm saying? They can rationalize that. So I had to pause. I'm right back. But because of that, because they can, be irrational with you, everybody has this agreement. It's like this silent gentleman's agreement that all of this stuff that doesn't make sense with everybody else makes sense with you. And this is part of the problem, because part of the entitlement is everybody has a silent agreement that you're supposed to be sacrificial for everybody else. So it's not just, I'm not saying make black men sacrificial again as a good thing at all. I'm just calling a spade a spade. You got groups of people who have all agreed that if we're going to sacrifice somebody, it's going to be them black dudes. That's what we're going to do. Yeah. Now, unfortunately, there's collateral damage because that sacrificial stuff spills over everywhere else. And people will go, oh, this is America and that's not true, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it is. It was built on that. America as a country would not be a country without all the black men who were sacrificed from slavery, through Jim Crow, through civil rights. You get what I'm saying? COINTELPRO, Iran Contra. You remember when they were talking about the housing bubble? With the war on drugs first, right? And then the quote unquote housing bubbles and all of this interest and people still paying a black tax. There's a lot of black men sacrificed so a lot of people could feel good and feel like America is great. And a lot of people on the flip side felt like, hey man, you black men, you got to sacrifice yourselves, sacrifice yourselves like, Martin Luther King Jr., like Medgar Evers, like Malcolm X, like Fred Hampton, all the men who got lynched. You get what I'm saying? All the men who got railroaded in false allegation and trials. And everybody, y'all supposed to step in front of a bullet and save all of us. Oh, really? Really? Interesting. You supposed to get your family out of poverty. Okay. All right. All by myself, huh? And everybody else is supposed to just live the good life and live high on the hog while you do all the heavy lifting. You're supposed to be the savior. And that's part of the black man's, burden, I would say, you're supposed to do all the heavy work at work, right? You're supposed to let other people take credit for what you do or your labor, right? You're supposed to be the one footing the bill for everybody else's mistakes. You're supposed to be the one taking the blame for everybody else's mistakes. So when I'm saying make black men sacrificial again, that's what I'm talking about, because that's what people are doing. And as much as they want to lie and say, nah, it's something different, you don't get, the actual intelligent thing we're doing. No, I get exactly what you're doing. You don't want to take responsibility for your life without making me either the enemy or the savior. I can't live my life freely because the only way you can be successful in life is if it's under the paradigm of me either being your enemy or your savior. And that's how business works. That's how politics work. That's how family works. That's how the schools work. It's funny how, like I said before, even in academia, right? The most prominent colleges aren't prominent colleges in America really because of their academics. They're prominent because of their football and basketball team. How ironic. Because we the enemy academically, but we your savior physically. Ain't that a trip? But let me move on to the next subject. Check out the next clip.
It's so funny because I had recently just told one of my friends, for the first time in years, I'm looking at men as human beings. And I know that's so crazy to say, but it's true.
Yeah.
But I just told her, I was like, I'm finally seeing men as real human beings when you don't want anything from them, when you don't want their money, when you don't want to have sex with them. They're just people just like you. And it really humanizes them when you take all those things away. So I told her, I was just like, all this time I've been looking for a man with money. I got a man with money. Like God is giving me my income. Of course, is money important? Yeah, we all got bills. But the love of money has totally taken over our culture.
Yeah, because it's different, in the society. Like if you do get caught up in trying to hear what should I be looking for from the world, that's what you're going to find yourself doing. But, being in the Lord, letting him renew your mind, coming out of those type of thinking, those strongholds on your mind, you will really be able to find something that is long lasting.
Yeah.
So.
Come on, man. Come on now, dog.
The clip, in some ways, is self-explanatory, right? And my response with Boosie is self-explanatory for some. But I'm gonna expound on some of this stuff. When you can find stuff like this online, where you have adults that are black in our community, just realizing as adults, I got to look at you as a human being, because I'm not looking at you for your money. I'm not looking at you for your sex. I'm not looking at you for free gifts or whatever. Right. Oh, I got to look at you just as a human being. Oh, somehow I don't think you have that same mindset with men of other groups. You get what I'm saying? Because y'all sure do look at everybody else as a human being, and even make excuses for their bad behavior, or inhumane behavior. But here's the other thing. I can't just put it on her, right? You have other black men. Man, you know what I'm saying? I didn't look at these brothers as brothers. I didn't look at this person as a person, because I was mad, because I was in my feelings, because blah, blah, blah. I didn't respect this brother's life, because he was wearing red, he was wearing blue. He had his hat cocked to the right. He had it to the left, Oh, and it's like, oh, okay. All right. So we don't matter until you figure out that we matter, right? Until then, it's like, hey, man, like the young lady said, the guy that she used for money prior to that, hey, well, that's just water under the bridge. The guys that she used, for gifts, that's in the past. I didn't realize these guys were people. Okay. All right. The same thing, like some of these other folks out here scamming brothers and stealing from brothers and, setting brothers up and getting brothers killed. I didn't know. Man. I just thought you was here for me to just take out all of my, anger and aggression on, because that's what I thought you was here for. Like, we can't whip you with a whip anymore. We can't lynch you, but we can just do stuff to F up your life if we mad at our own lives, right? It's like, oh, okay. All right. Right. So we need to be sacrificial again, right? And that goes also to the concept, and you can make the argument that's why, even our legal system is the way it is. These people, they didn't mean to do it. Everybody else they didn't mean to do it. Everybody else is multiple slaps on the wrist. Us as black men, throw them under the jail. Jaywalking, lock them up, pull a gun on them, beat them up on camera, jaywalking, right? And then say he was resisting arrest. Like, what is it's jaywalking? Ask him for his ID at a traffic stop, and when he reached for his ID, shoot him. Oh, what did you do that? Why'd you shoot me? I don't know. Because when you go back to the office, you can get away with it. You know what I'm saying? You were supposed to die. I was trying to get you bleed out, and that's why I never called an ambulance, and I was acting like I was freaking out, and I didn't know what was going on, but you were supposed to die, and I was supposed to go home and get a slap on the wrist because they was going to give me, 48 hours, 72 hours to come up with a story. It's like, oh, okay. All right. Here we go. You go into the family court. It's the same thing. I didn't know he was a human being, and I'm going to touch on that in another part of this, but you see it over and over again, whether they're children, whether they're teenagers, whether they're grown men. You see it over and over and over again. I didn't realize that I couldn't just try to ruin your life. I saw the news story about the two dudes, who got locked up, and one of them was a cop, and he got fired because their white female neighbor came to their house and she wanted them to basically run a train, and they did. And part of me is like, brothers, y'all should have known this could go left, but whatever. you know, but everything was on tape, and even the police officers didn't want to look at the tape. Let's fire the other cop, but we're not going to be detectives in this situation. No, the white woman said it, so, and I don't like your black. And this is about time. This is where I could get you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get you now. And then after it's all over, oh, the news. Oh my God, they put this on the news without evidence, right? And they made it look a certain way, and now they have to retract, but they're really not going to retract because who cares? It was black guys. But this is I don't see y'all as human beings, and the irony is what? And I'm gonna say what people don't want to hear sometimes. When all y'all get old and society's kicking you to the curb, somehow, you want to strike up a conversation with a brother. Or when society just kicks you to the curb and you're not old. And you thought, society had your back, and now they don't. And it's like, now I feel left out of society. And it's like, oh, now, I feel like you, brother. Like, whatever. If you're a parent and then your kid, winds up saying being special needs, and now people are shunning you and the kid. Now you all of a sudden can kind of understand, we getting treated like we black. Hey, brother, how you doing? I mean, these people, yeah. Because we're not human until you have to deal with, society's inhumanity, right? And then it's, oh my goodness. Or we become human when you realize we just, like I said before, we gotta go. I gotta go, man. I gotta go. I can't be around this. What's the problem? I can't be around this, man. Y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much. And then people go, I mean, I don't get it. Like, you got feelings like a person, and you can say this across the whole black community when I say this. We're the only community that gets to, if I offended anyone, fake apology, right? Everybody else, you got to do something. Everybody, us, if I offended somebody, it's like, oh, okay. All right. Well, if I happen to come across you in the street and I knock you out, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't know. If I hit you with my fist in your face, it was, it was on purpose by accident. You know what I'm saying? So it's that thing, right? But just the sheer idea, you got God, you have to have a relationship with God to go, that's wrong. And truth be told, God don't even fix this. Because people, they hop in and out of God saying, oh, they're people when it's convenient. You know what I'm saying? God, I get that they're people now, and then, because that's when you down, and when you up, God F them people, man. They ain't humans. They're animals. They're dogs. They're a plague on society. And it's like, oh, okay. All right. So we supposed to be, our humanity is supposed to be sacrificed. And it's funny how we have all of these stereotypes about our dysfunction, but everybody skips over this part. Like, how dysfunctional are you if you can't see another human being as human? And you go around doing things to them because you don't see them as human. They're not the problem. But I'm gonna stop here. We're gonna move on to the next clip because I'm gonna just, we're gonna go back to an old clip because we got to speak on this, on the political side of it. So check this one out.
So you're asking me to do something impossible. You're asking me to take the will for the deed. I don't know what most white people in this country feel, but I can only conclude what they feel from the state of their institutions. I don't know if white Christians hate Negroes or not, but I know that we have a Christian church which is white and a Christian church which is black. I know as Malcolm X once put it, the most regulated hour in American life is high noon on Sunday. That says a great deal for me about a Christian nation. It means I can't afford to trust most white Christians, and certainly cannot trust the Christian church. I don't know whether the labor unions and their bosses really hate me. That doesn't matter, but I know I'm not in their union. I don't know if the real estate lobby is anything against black people, but I know the real estate lobbies keep me in the ghetto. I don't know if the Board of Education hates black people, but I know the textbooks they give my children to read and the schools that we have to go to. Now, this is the evidence. You want me to make an act of faith, risking myself, my wife, my woman, my sister, my children, on some idealism which you assure me exists in America, which I have never seen.
So let's talk about it from this aspect. As you see right now, when it comes to this political climate, because the election's in a couple of months, right? I went back to James Baldwin clip just to make a point about this. We supposed to be the sacrificial lamb again, right? If black men vote for Trump, oh, we against America. You got black men on the internet. We want somebody, we want to swear in somebody who is an AKA by somebody that's a Delta being sworn in by a Delta, and some Q dogs on the radio saying it's all good for nothing, right? And then you got on the other side, people like, you need to vote for Trump because, hey man, I mean, what you got to lose? I mean, they gonna do they obviously the Democrats ain't never did nothing for you, so you should vote for the Republicans. And it's like, guys are like, okay, you gonna start having to put something on the table, just like you put stuff on the table for everybody else. And at the same time, you hear, black men like, hey, you need to vote for her because she's a woman. Why you gotta ask her something? You ain't gotta ask a black woman nothing. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Because she in politics. Now we don't have to ask her nothing because it's a black woman. Okay. All right. Okay. So, but we got to get blamed for everything. You see what I'm saying? So sacrifice your idea, sacrifice your vote. If you don't vote, if you do vote, you better vote this way. And if you don't vote it, let's just say if you vote that way and she lose, you ain't vote enough. If you vote that way and she win, it's not because of you, because you ain't nobody. If you vote for her and she lose, you get what I'm saying? No, I take that back. If you vote for Trump and he win, you sold out the community. If you don't vote for Trump and he win, you know what I'm saying? The reason why is because you didn't vote for Kamala because you a sellout. And it's like, well, what are we getting out of any of this stuff? Like, once again, let's go down this rabbit hole. We're just supposed to just be the only group who gets absolutely nothing, right? All what we're supposed to do is prop everybody else up. And why I say this politically is because you have black male politicians, whether they be FBA or non-FBA and they're black, fighting for everybody else. Because even they know it's bad business in politics to actually fight for black men. Right? So, let's just be honest. Even with the reparations argument, I can guarantee you it'll be a different conversation if they say we would just give reparations to black women. Somehow, everybody in the country will be, okay, well, black women, but what's really hindering the conversation is if these black men are asking for reparations. You remember the last black man that asked for reparations? The last, we killed Martin Luther King about reparations. We killed Malcolm X because he started talking about money. We killed Johnny Cochran because he was about to go to the UN about money. So when, we can't find one, this is why you don't see quote unquote black leaders in political office talking about reparations and money for black people, because they know, it's a history of, what could happen to you if you do that, right? If black men talk about money, the country's gonna get so upset that they're gonna try to kill them, and then we just gonna, send a message to these black guys like, hey, don't you ask for a piece of the American dream. We'll kill you now. That's for everybody else. You supposed to, be the foundation for everybody else's American dream. Oh, okay. All right. Thus, me bringing up the James Baldwin clip because, I forget the white guy's name that was there. And he basically was saying, oh, we just supposed to believe you, huh? Because everything you say got to be true because it is true for you. You know it's not true for me. You see the problem? I hope you see the problem because guess what? We supposed to be sacrificial again. This is part of the reason why, the one of the things about the real estate bubble bursting and the tech boom burst and all of this, the information age is, it's hard to discriminate against an online avatar. But you can find it just like they shadow ban people on YouTube, they shadow ban people in society. And guess who gets shadow banned the most? And I can even say this, even with this YouTube thing. It's a reason why, there's a significant amount of black people, even black men, who can be successful catering to white people and catering to white and to give into regurgitating white people's negative stereotypes about black people. Even Candace Owens referenced it recently, like, hey man, it's big business talking about black folks. But they really, for the most part, talking about black men because we got a target on our back, which I'm gonna get into. But the reason I had to have this conversation about this particular part is because even political, we just supposed to sacrifice everything for everybody else's benefit. And no, the answer is no. It's not finna happen. Hold your own. You know what the rest is. So check out this next clip and we're gonna go a little further into this topic.
When I was in college, I know that they'll hit on us, but we at college parties though. Right. So in their mind, I know they assuming that we 18 plus. No, baby, you can look at some of them, these little girls, and that they not 18. You see them in their pictures on their profile with their school uniform on. I'm trying to understand. You see the high school sign in the back, baby. She ain't went nowhere. Yeah. You 30 plus. Yeah. You done brought these older women in here and they get into the door. I'm talking about how much can I pay you so that we can, get them in. No, you can't pay me nothing. I lose my license over that. Yeah. But be for real. What you want with an 18-year-old anyway? What you want with a 15-year-old anyway?
Oh, right now I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement, and don't let them eat and don't let them out unless they need some shoes down the street from their uncle. Robert, stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. Do this stuff. This is not me. Y'all, I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
I know some people think it's kind of messed up for that clip, whatever. But I gotta use it because we gotta talk about this part of being sacrificial too. Because we're to blame as black men for all your sexual proclivities. All your little freaky little ideas and thoughts, all your little rebelliousness, in your sexual life. It's all our fault. You get what I'm saying? We got to make black men sacrificial again, right? Because like the young lady said, you in high school going to college parties, and they're assuming you a college girl, but they supposed to hop on your profile and see your school uniform and your profile and see your, and see the school in the back. And now it went from I'm at a college party to let's just skip and say it's 30-year-old people there. Okay, so we just gonna act like, and you know what? It's all the men's fault. It's all men's fault. It's all guys' fault. Especially when you black. It's your fault. A teenage girl goes to an adult club and they let her in. It's your fault that you thought she was grown. Yeah. It's your fault. Because we got to make black men sacrificial again. You know what I'm saying? It's our fault. It's definitely our fault. Then, let's just take it a step further. I referenced the story about, especially with the non-black folks, because y'all got this thing where we just googly eyed at your wives and daughters and cousins and sisters, like, oh, you gotta watch out for the blacks, because they gonna whip out that foot long, and you a glizzy gobbler, and it's his fault that you a glizzy gobbler. And it's like, oh my God. But it's our fault. We sacrificial, make it our fault again. All the white women who got assaulted, and guys have been cleared because it was a black guy. You just I don't know what he looks like. I know no distinguishable qualities about him. I just know he was a black and he did it to me. And who is it? That guy. That guy. Yeah. Him right there. And when was this? Yesterday. Yesterday he did this to you. Yeah. What time, ma'am? It was about 7:00. 7:00. Well, arrest him. We can't really arrest him. Why? Because he works here and he was here at 7:00 yesterday. He's off today. So but he's black. He had to do it. It reached from behind the desk all the way to my house and it took it. It's just, let's go there. Let's go there. Look online. All the women, half naked. All the older women, BBL'd up. You know who fault that is? Black. That's our fault as black men. Yep. Mm-hmm. All the girls swallowing cucumbers and bananas, and all the classes of how to ride and how to suck. Oh, you know whose fault that is? It's our fault. All of y'all who like unprotected sex with strangers and you wind up with STDs, that's not your fault. That's our fault. We got to make black men sacrificial again because he did it to me. It's his fault. I drove to his house with nothing but a trench coat on and I had sex with him. And he didn't want to be with me after. I told him it was just sex and that's all I wanted. But it was so good that I want something else now. But you know what? You don't want me now. I'm gonna ruin your life. It's our fault. Make us sacrificial again. You got 3 kids by 3 different dudes. It's men's fault. It's men's fault. And we're not gonna talk about the dudes you slept with unprotected in the middle, before, the first dude and after the first dude, and before the second dude and after the second dude, and before the third dude and after the third dude. We're not gonna talk about all of that. No. It's men's fault. We need to make black men sacrificial again. It's all our fault. Everything you ladies attempt to do sexually is our fault. When y'all are, down low and y'all really like women, it's our fault. Okay? Cool. When you're just using men for money and you didn't steal enough money because he broke and you don't have any morals because, he broke. That's his fault. That I stole just that. He should have more money. That it doesn't bother me that bother him that I stole that amount. It's his fault. Yeah. We need to be sacrificial again. Sure. I get it. That's what it is for everybody. Now, all these stories about all you other guys drugging folks and, taking it from folks, we just, you know what? No, we're going to ignore all of that. All these stories about these guys having y'all sleeping with animals, we just gonna ignore all of that. You know, sleeping with guys with Confederate flags in the background and nooses around your neck. No. That's not what's bad. It's you trying to sleep with us and us actually sleeping with you. That's what's actually bad. Yeah. You got to make us sacrificial again, right? Because because we forcing y'all to put y'all self out to the world sexually on every social media site that you can see. We forcing y'all to text people and call people and send people videos and naked pictures all the time and telling people to come through and all that. We forcing you to do all of that. Right. We forcing y'all to drive over people's houses and just handle what you feel is your business. Oh, okay, yeah. We forcing y'all to call your girlfriend to have a threesome or find a girl that could do it too. Like we forced all that, right? It's our fault that y'all doing all that stuff, right? So yeah, I had to put that one in because we still got to talk about the family court stuff too. But that part is done because it's all our fault. We need to be sacrificial again and be to blame for everything that you do in the bedroom that you wanted to do or out in public that you want to do. Everybody you flirted with and everything, right? Every drug dealer you wanted to be with, every stripper you wanted to mess with, every inmate that you wanted to screw when he got free, every married man who you wanted to be the side chick to. It's all our fault. But I'm done, man. Check out this next clip.
What? Why you lost?
What you mean while I'm at your house?
Why you here?
I'm here to get Junior.
No, you're not seeing him.
What you mean? He right there. I see my son right there.
Okay,
hey, Junior. Junior, come here.
No.
What you mean, no?
Damn.
Huh, Junior?
No, you don't.
Come with
You
daddy.
trying to fight me, boy? Bye.
Come with daddy, Junior.
Watch out. No.
What you mean, no?
No.
Why?
Go sit down.
What's your issue, though?
You about to cry?
See, my son.
No, watch
Junior,
out.
he trying to come with me. Look at him. Look at him. Who you want to come with? You. Well, come on.
No.
Wow.
Go worry about
What's
your
the issue?
girlfriend.
What's the issue?
Go worry about your new set of kids that you have.
Just because I got 2 bonus kids, they ain't mine, but
Right,
they mine.
pre-owned.
They mine because I love my fiance. Excuse me. So anything that come with her, I gotta.
You love her when you're in front of her.
So what you mean by that?
You love her when you're in front of her.
What you trying to say?
You didn't have one 2 days ago?
Look, man, you worry about the wrong. I'm just trying to get my son.
Right.
Junior, come on.
No. Stay.
So I can't.
Sit down.
So you telling me? See, look, he having a fit. Let me get my son.
Go sit down. No, watch out. Move.
Listen, man.
Go worry about your bonus kids.
And since we, just talked about sexual part, we got to talk about the parenting part because, all the stories of black men, deadbeats, abandonment, bad people, bad parents. And I'm sure this is a skit, but this skit is just normal behavior. You know what I'm saying? This is a skit that every guy who has a baby mama knows about if they're not married. And even if they were married and they got divorced, people know this all too well. Okay, and you ain't gotta. He didn't have to cheat, and he didn't have to beat the girl, and no, this is just normal stuff. This is normal stuff. This is stuff that when you go to court and you have these videos, they go. I mean, these 10 videos are just. I mean, they're isolated incidents. But the video of you cussing her out for this stuff, you need to be supervised for watching these kids because you're dangerous. Like, oh, okay, but. The world can see like, oh, we see the problem now. But once again, we got to make black men sacrificial again to let people off the hook with this. This is, because this is becoming a problem. The single mother has become a problem because survey says the evidence shows you're not really going through all this drama like you say from this evil guy. It's you. You're not really getting abandoned, and these kids are not getting abandoned like you say. It's you. And using this skit as an example, right? For all you teenagers to adults, to young adults, if your parents have been at odds all for as long as you can remember, I guarantee You was that kid behind that door, but you don't remember it because it was so long ago. You don't remember all the things you were taught that you forgot before you can even remember. You get what I'm saying? The things you were taught from 1 to 4 or 5 to maybe even 7 to 10 years old, that you act a certain way, but you really don't know why. You have a disdain, but you really don't necessarily know why. And now you're trying to figure it out. You know, some of you guys became fathers, and now you like, wait, what? Wait, 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 wait. I remember wait a minute. Now it looks different when you remember your dad getting mad and upset about how your mama was acting. Cause now you dealing with that. You're like, this is what it is. No. But we gotta make black men sacrificial again. See, this is one of the reasons why I would say in the next 5 years, the family court gonna have to fire a lot of people, because people not having kids like that, because they know this stuff in family court is just like slap on the wrist. She's a woman, she's a mother, slap on the wrist. Women out here killing their kids, killing one kid, get the other one back because I was an accident, I was high, I was stressed. You know, families like, women got kids stealing out here, and the mom and the kid get caught, but somehow she still wind up with the baby. But you know what they need the news story to say? This child doesn't have a father in their life. Kids acting up in school to the point that the teachers are quitting. I don't want to be a teacher no more. These kids bad. How these kids bad? Because the father's not around, and it's like, no, these kids bad because the mother's around. Because at some point they met the fathers, because these fathers ain't deadbeats like people say, and they realize the father ain't a problem. Actually, the kid really don't like their dad because their dad actually wants to make them follow rules. The mama the one that got him just acting a fool all the time. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to listen to nobody. Now the kid don't listen to nobody. But we got to blame black men for that. Make black men sacrificial again. Because it's your responsibility. Make stepdaddies, sacrificial again. Won't you come and be a stepdaddy in this kid life that's out of control because I'm out of control, but I'm gonna blame the daddy and say it's just the daddy. And then the guy realized, no, it's you. And I'm not finna get into it with your baby daddy when he seemed like a cool dude. It's you. So I'm smashing and I'm getting out of here. And as you get older, you go, I'm not smashing and I'm getting out of here. I don't need all this drama. Because you got to make black men sacrificial again. Because it's got to be our fault. You with her. And you out here getting knocked down by 40, 50, 11 dudes. I'm not complaining. I don't care. The only reason I'm sleeping with them is because you don't want to be with me because I got a bad attitude. And since I got a bad attitude and you don't want to be with somebody with a bad attitude, and we got a kid together, I'm going to make sure this kid hates you. And you see, it'll be completely different if you was to like me again. I would act like I got some sense now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you crazy than a mother. But who needs to be the sacrifice? Black men. This is why the black society has an issue of fatherlessness. Black community has an issue with mama's bad mothering. That's the issue. Bad mothering. But, and since the guys ain't around to get blamed like that anymore, you need guys around to be blamed. That's all. And since we not around to be blamed like y'all want us to be, we got to be sacrificial. But you know why this is bad? It's because we're really not putting all this stuff out about y'all bad parenting. Y'all are. And the teachers are. And the news is. And the cops are. And the judges that give you custody are. Because now everybody's looking at everybody crazy, like, what the fuck are we doing? So, I know y'all want us to be sacrificial again because you need a scapegoat. So sorry for you. Check out this next clip because we're going to take it somewhere else.
So, what's up?
And the
What's
last
up?
little thing I got to talk about is the
Struggle
whole
is up,
community
brother.
situation. where
Russian is up,
you gotta
brother.
make black men
Salami, eggs,
sacrificial
and bacon. My name is
Because
Dewey. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Ooh.
This isn't
Mama
just
say,
a
mama say,
hotel
mama
thing
say.
or pro-black thing.
Yankees.
Nigga,
what?
Oh,
This must be the famous revolutionary Huey Freeman.
quote-unquote
Isn't this the brother who used to be your homeboy,
It's a
but
family
then he ran
thing.
away
It's
to,
a
what was
friend
that?
thing.
White
You
Crest?
And
Woodcrest.
what I mean
White
is
Crest.
people
Nah, I
make
didn't
different
Yeah,
choices in
whatever.
life.
So,
And
brother,
what a lot, and
where
what
your
a lot of
poems
people
at?
do is
How you gonna call
two
yourself a
people go in different
revolutionary
directions.
and
the
you ain't
person
got
who
no poem?
maybe feels
If you
less
were really
successful
down with the struggle,
has a story.
you'd have your sandals and capris on, brother.
They have a story to
Where your
tell.
hat wrap? Where your
And
sandals?
a lot of these
Where your
stories
capri
aren't true.
pants? What's going on?
And what I mean by you gotta
So,
make black men
what's
sacrificial
up?
again.
What's
you
up?
know, you can have a whole
Struggle
family,
is
a
up,
whole
brother.
friend group,
Oh,
a whole
Russian
neighborhood
is up,
believing
brother.
somebody is something
Salami,
because they're
eggs,
not
and
there
bacon.
anymore.
My name is Dewey.
Because
Oh, blah,
you
blah,
don't
blah.
wanna
Ooh,
tell the truth.
mama say,
And
mama
those
say,
guys
mama
have decided to start talking like,
Nigga,
no,
what?
no,
Oh, this
For one, I
must
don't
be
know
the
you
famous
like that.
revolutionary
For two,
Huey
we
Freeman.
weren't cool like
Isn't
that.
this the brother who used to be your
Or
homeboy,
three,
but
let's
then he
talk
ran
about
away
what you
to,
did since
what was
we
that?
knew each other and we were so
White
tight.
Crest?
What did you do?
Woodcrest.
Since
White
you
Crest.
told the
Nah,
whole
I
world what you
didn't.
said I
Yeah,
did.
whatever. So, brother, where your poems at?
And the reason I
How
gotta
you gonna
bring this
call
up is
yourself a
because what y'all want is
revolutionary
a lot of
and you
a lot
ain't
of
got no
guys to
poem?
not as necessarily
If you were
be
really down
successful,
with the struggle,
just be
you'd have
on
your sandals and capris on, brother.
upward
Where your hat wrap?
trajectory.
Where your sandals?
Oh, I can't
Where
say
your capri
trajectory.
pants? What's going on?
Upward trajectory. in
So,
life,
what's up?
you know,
What's up?
it's an issue.
Struggle
guys,
is up, brother. Oh, Russian
leave
is
and go
up,
to the
brother.
military, or leave
Salami,
and go
eggs,
to
and
another
bacon.
city, or leave and go
My
to
name
college,
is
or
Dewey.
leave
Oh, blah,
and,
blah, blah.
you know, go to
Ooh,
trade
mama
school,
say, mama
and they
say,
start
mama
working,
say.
or
Yankees.
leave to play
Nigga, what?
sports, or leave to try to be an entertainer, whatever it is.
This
It's
must
always an
be
issue.
the
You make fun of
famous
these people.
revolutionary Huey Freeman. Isn't this the brother who used to be your homeboy,
or leave
but
to
then he ran
have some
away
type,
to,
I want to be a
what was
doctor, I
that?
want to be a lawyer, I want
White
to be
Crest?
a vet or whatever.
Woodcrest.
People,
White Crest.
you know,
Nah,
they
I
can't
didn't.
be
Yeah,
right.
whatever.
They not.
So,
You know,
brother,
I don't see them
where
being
your
this and
poems
that.
at?
And then years go by.
How you
and
gonna
they
call
become the
yourself a
thing that they wanted to be.
revolutionary and you
Or if
ain't
they-
got no
or if they
poems?
miss it, they become something
If you were really down
else,
with
but
the
it's
struggle,
still
you'd have your
better off
sandals and
than you.
capris on, brother. Where your hat wrap?
And you
Where
want
your
that
sandals?
person to
Where your
come
capri
back
pants?
and get the
What's
side
going
eye
on?
from you. Because
So,
brother, you left. You,
what's
you,
up?
You don't
What's
know what
up?
it is to be in the hood no more. In
Struggle
these
is
streets
up,
anymore.
brother.
It's like, look,
Oh,
time out.
Russian is
Time
up,
out.
brother. Salami, eggs, and bacon. My name is Dewey. Oh, blah,
You
blah, blah.
didn't wanna
Ooh, mama say, mama say, mama.
You wanted to stay here, so don't complain to me
Yankees.
that you wanted to
Nigga,
stay.
what?
Oh,
And we don't talk about,
this must
we
be
need
the
more
famous
quote-unquote,
revolutionary Huey Freeman.
Bring back more
Isn't this the
sacrificial
brother
men
who
because a
used
lot of
to be your
brothers did a
homeboy,
lot of
but
stuff
then he
for a
ran
lot of
away
people.
to,
Took
what was
a lot
that?
of people out of a lot
White
of
Crest?
situations and had to realize on the back
White
end
Crest. Nah, I
they
didn't.
Yeah,
don't actually
whatever.
want to leave.
So, brother, where your
And what I
poems
mean
at?
by leave, sometimes
How you
there's
gonna
nothing
call
wrong with the
yourself a
neighborhood, but the
revolutionary
neighborhood is their comfort
and you
zone.
ain't got no
They
poems?
want all of their
If you were
dreams to
really
come to
down with
them.
the struggle, you'd
And
have
other
your
people are
sandals
like,
and
look, I
capris
gotta
on,
go
brother.
get my dreams
Where your
out
hat
there.
wrap?
I
Where your
can't.
sandals?
They're not coming
Where your
here.
capri pants? What's going on?
So
what's up?
you had a lot of people
What's
who wanted
up?
people to sacrifice themselves
Struggle is up, brother.
to get somebody
Russian
in a
is
different
up,
position
brother.
in a different room. Because we don't
Salami,
talk about how
eggs,
many
and
times
bacon.
people have
My name is Dewey.
blown
Oh, blah, blah, blah.
opportunities
Ooh,
that other people
mama
have
say,
gotten
mama
for
say,
them.
mama kusa. Yankees.
And you supposed to
Nigga, what?
keep sacrificing, brother. Keep sacrificing, brother.
Oh, this must be the famous
And I can
revolutionary
even put it on some
Huey
of the brothers who
Freeman.
gotten a lot of
Isn't
opportunities.
this the brother
or
who
excelled
used
in
to
life.
be your homeboy,
Y'all knew
but
y'all was
then he
picking
ran
the wrong
away
people,
to,
too.
what was that?
Y'all
White
knew.
Crest?
Y'all knew.
Woodcrest. White
I got
Crest.
love for
Nah,
this person,
I
but
didn't.
Yeah, whatever.
if I gotta be honest
brother,
with myself,
where your poems at?
I'm hoping this person.
How
pulls
you
a
gonna
rabbit
call
out of a
yourself
hat
a
when I put them in the gym.
revolutionary
They're not ready for what
and
you're
you ain't
asking
got
for.
no
And they're not
poems?
trying to get
If
ready.
you were really
They're trying
down
to
with with the struggle. You'd have your sandals and capris on, brother.
You know, some friendship,
Where your
some
hat wrap?
nepotism.
Where your
You know,
sandals?
somebody who
Where your
owes me a
capri
favor,
pants?
do a favor
What's
to
going
help
on?
them as a quote unquote
So,
favor.
what's
Like,
up?
oh, okay.
What's up?
And then some
Struggle
people,
is up,
they go
brother.
do their thing.
Oppression is up, brother.
You know, they just got a journey
Salami,
and path,
eggs,
they
and
take it,
bacon.
and
and
My name
it
is
winds
Dewey.
up
Oh, blah,
working
blah,
out.
blah. Ooh.
And then y'all get
Say
mad
mama,
at
say
those
mama.
folks.
Gang.
Why you can't, do
Nigga,
something
what?
for this person, or do something for that person, do something for that person?
Oh, this must be the
Because
famous
there's a demographic of
revolutionary
us who knows
Huey
good and
Freeman.
well, I'm
Isn't
not
this
about
the
to be
brother
out here
who
helping people who don't
used
want
to
to
be
help
your
themselves.
homeboy,
And I'm not
but
about
then
to
he
be
ran
helping
away
people who's making fun
to,
of me
what was
trying to help
that?
myself. And
White
I'm not about
Chris?
to be helping people.
What, Chris?
White Chris. Nah, I didn't
Yeah,
want.
whatever. So, brother, where your poems
You
at?
have a checkered past.
How you gonna call
that
yourself
have
a
wronged me, and I'm
revolutionary
supposed to forgive
and
you
you ain't got no
pull you up
phone?
because we brothers.
If you
But
were really
didn't-
down with the
you
struggle,
wasn't thinking about
you'd have
that
your
when you
sandals
was
in your
wronging
free
me, when
zone,
you was stabbing me in
brother.
the back. You didn't
Where your
care
hat
about that.
wrap? Where your sandals? Where your capri pants? What's going on?
So, but y'all want
So,
you need to bring back the
what's
sacrificial
up?
black man that
What's
can take
up?
all the shots and arrows and
Struggle
stabs
is
in the
up,
back
brother.
of the community
Oh,
and keep on pushing
Russian
and keep
is up,
trying to,
brother.
pull
Salami,
brothers up
eggs,
out
and
of this
bacon.
and pull sisters up
My
out of
name
this.
is
And it's
Dewey.
like, nope.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Ooh.
Nope.
Mama say, mama
Nope.
say, mama.
Pull your family members
Gang.
up out of this and pull their
Nigga,
kids
what?
up out of this and pull the nieces and nephews. Nope.
Oh, this must
Nope.
be the
Y'all
famous
not like you used to be back in
revolutionary
the day.
Huey Freeman. Isn't this the brother who
Newsflash.
used to be your homeboy,
You know we
but
was
then he
watching
ran
people
away
that
to,
was helping
what was
y'all
that?
back in the day.
White
And-
Chris?
And we see.
What, Chris?
White
You know,
Chris.
we saw with
Nah,
our
I didn't
own
Yeah,
eyes.
whatever.
If they
So,
every
brother,
now and then ask
where
you
your
for some help and
poems
you
at?
just left them hanging. After
How
all
you
the
gonna
help that
call
they given
yourself
you,
a
you left them
revolutionary
hanging.
and you ain't got
And
no
then when they said,
phone?
I'm done,
If you were
I'm
really
tapped out, I
down
can't
with the
help
struggle,
them, then they will
you'd have
lose.
your sandals in
Then
your
they will
free
suffer.
zone,
Then they will
brother.
suffer. Then you
Where your
hope
hat
they
wrap?
die.
Where your
Then you wish they
sandals?
go to hell
Where your
because
capri pants?
they,
What's going on?
they ain't gotta be like
So,
that. Something wrong
what's
with them.
up?
It's like, yo,
What's
you know
up?
we watched this already, right? We seen this already.
Struggle is up, brother. Oh, Russian is up, brother. Salami,
We heard
eggs,
all
and
the sob
bacon.
stories and
My
and-
name
and-
is
and the
Dewey.
guilt y'all
Oh, blah,
put on
blah,
other
blah.
people.
Ooh.
And
Mama
then
say, mama say, mama.
people have actually helped you out.
Gang.
You decided,
Nigga, what?
since you got a little help, now it's time
Oh,
to go on
this
vacation.
must be the famous
Ball out.
revolutionary
With
Huey
the
Freeman.
investment that you
Isn't
was
this the
looking
brother
for,
who
'cause you was trying to
used to
come
be your
up, but you-
homeboy,
instead,
but
you
then
went
he
to
ran
ball
away
out, and then you
to,
like,
what was that? White Chris?
I just wanted to,
what,
know what
Chris?
it's like to
White
be
Chris.
successful.
Nah,
I
I
thought you
didn't
wanted-
Yeah,
wanted for
whatever.
business.
So, brother, where your poems
you,
at?
you got some more. Like,
How
can
you
help
gonna
me
call
get-
yourself
I
a
make mistakes, man.
revolutionary
You blowing
and
money
you ain't
before-
got no
No,
phone?
I haven't. No,
If you
no,
were
we're not
really
doing that.
down with the struggle, you'd have your
So
sandals
we
in
gotta
your
have that
free zone,
conversation.
brother.
Right?
Where your hat wrap? Where your
Because you
sandals?
want to bring the
Where your
sacrificial
capri
black man
pants?
back to give
What's
you
going on?
everything
So,
that you
what's
don't want
up?
to
What's
get for
up?
yourself.
Struggle is
I
up,
don't want to
brother.
do 50-50.
Oh,
I need 100.
Russian is
I
up,
need him
brother.
to do 100. Me to do
Salami,
nothing
eggs, and
because I
bacon.
just,
My name
and
is
if you
Dewey.
can't do that,
Oh, blah,
he'll
blah,
lose.
blah.
No, you will lose
Ooh,
an accident.
mama
Do
say,
stuff
mama
that
say,
you
mama
wanna do it for
say.
yourself.
Jenkins.
Nigga, what?
That's what
Oh, this must be the famous revolutionary
How come you
Huey
can't-
Freeman.
Oh,
Isn't this the
excuse
brother
me.
who
How come you
used to
can't
be your
work and,
homeboy, but
invest
then
and
he
put-
ran
get in a
away
Roth
to,
R-
what was
a
that?
Roth IRA
White
and get a
Chris?
401k
What,
and then,
Chris?
White
build
Chris.
some
Nah,
equity,
I didn't
and
Yeah,
then- and I get
whatever.
with you
So,
and I take half
brother,
of it because I
where your
feel like
poems
I'm
at?
old.
How you gonna call yourself a revolutionary
Why
and
can't
you ain't got
sacrifice
no
yourself
phone?
like that for me? Because
if you were really down
I
with the
just wanna go
struggle,
on vacation and
you'd
I
have
wanna
your
shop and
sandals
I
in
wanna
your
do
free
my stuff.
zone, brother. Where your hat wrap? Where your sandals?
I want
Where
you
your
to
capri pants?
get out
What's
there
going
and work in
on?
the world so you can pay that all
So,
this child support
what's
so you
up?
can watch me
What's up?
spend it on everything but the kid.
Struggle is up, brother.
And I'm gonna make this kid love me and hate
Russian
you
is
for
up,
it.
brother. Salami, eggs, and bacon. My name is Dewey.
Problem is,
Oh, blah, blah,
brother,
blah.
you left,
Ooh,
brother.
mama
Brother,
say,
you
mama
left.
say,
You're not a
mama.
part of the community no more,
Gang.
brother, because you over
Nigga,
there
what?
and I'm over here, brother.
Oh, this
You
must
not
be the
really-
famous revolutionary
Oh, okay.
Huey Freeman.
All right. You
Isn't
need to
this the brother who
if you ain't willing to
used to
sacrifice
be your
all that you
homeboy,
worked hard
but
for,
then he ran
for
away
me,
to,
and you
what was
know
that?
I ain't gonna
White
sacrifice
Chris?
nothing.
What, Chris?
White
You
Chris.
wrong if
Nah,
you
I
want to
didn't
do
Yeah,
want.
whatever.
Okay.
So, brother, where your
So I'm gonna end with
poems
this
at?
last little clip. and we
How you
gonna,
gonna call yourself a
close this show
revolutionary
out because
and you
sometimes
ain't
this
got got no phone.
It's a weird
If you were
clip
really
because
down with the
if you know
struggle,
where the
you'd have your
scene
sandals
came
in your
from,
free zone, brother.
It's messed up, but
Where your hat wrap?
it's
Where your
relevant
sandals?
to
Where
when
your
guys
free pants?
sacrifice.
What's going
So
on?
check it out, and then
So,
you know,
what's up?
exit with the outfit.
What's up?
What the hell did you just say?
And the last little thing I got to talk about is the whole community situation where, you know, we got to make black men sacrificial again, because this isn't just a hotep thing or a pro-black thing or a what do you call that, pan-Africanist thing or a quote unquote hood thing per se. It's a family thing. It's a friend thing, you know. And what I mean is people make different choices in life. And what a lot of people do is two people go in different directions, and a person who maybe feels less successful has a story to tell. They have a story to tell, and a lot of these stories aren't true. And what I mean by you gotta make black men sacrificial again, you know, you can have a whole family, a whole friend group, a whole neighborhood believe in somebody or something because they're not there anymore, because you don't want to tell the truth. And those guys have decided to start talking like, no, no, no. For one, I don't know you like that. For two, we wasn't cool like that. Or three, let's talk about what you did since we knew each other and we were so tight. What did you do since you told the whole world what you said I did? And the reason I got to bring this up is because what y'all want is a lot of guys to not as necessarily even be successful, just be on an upward trajectory. I can't even say trajectory. An upward trajectory in life. You know, it's an issue of guys, you know, leave and go to the military, or leave and go to another city, or leave and go to college, or leave and, you know, go to trade school, and they start working, or leave to play sports, or leave to try to be an entertainer, or whatever it is. It's always an issue. You make fun of these people, right? Or, you know, or leave to have some type, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a vet or whatever. People, you know, they can't do that. They not, you know, I don't see them being this and that. And then years go by and they become the thing that they wanted to be. Or if they miss it, they become something else, but it's still better off than you. And you want that person to come back and get the side eye from you. Cause brother, you left. You don't even know what it is to be in the hood no more, in these streets anymore. And it's like, look, time out. You didn't want to leave. You wanted to stay here. So don't complain to me that you wanted to stay. And we don't talk about, we need more quote unquote bring back more sacrificial men, because a lot of brothers did a lot of stuff for a lot of people, took a lot of people out of a lot of situations, and had to realize on the back end they don't actually want to leave. And what I mean by leave, sometimes there's nothing wrong with the neighborhood, but the neighborhood is their comfort zone. They want all of their dreams to come to them. And the other people are like, look, I got to go get my dreams out there. I can't, they're not coming here. So you had a lot of people who wanted people to sacrifice themselves to get somebody in a different position, in a different room. Because we don't talk about how many times people have, blown opportunities that other people have gotten for them. And you're supposed to keep sacrificing, brother. Keep sacrificing, brother. And I can even put it on some of the brothers who gotten a lot of opportunities, or who've excelled in life. Y'all knew y'all was picking the wrong people too. Y'all knew it. Y'all knew I got love for this person, but if I got to be honest with myself, I'm hoping this person pulls a rabbit out of a hat when I pull them in this room. They're not ready for what they're asking for, and they're not trying to get ready. They're trying to just ride my coattails, and hopefully, some friendship or some nepotism, somebody who owes me a favor or do a favor to help them as a quote unquote favor. And it's like, oh, okay. And then some people just, they go do their thing. They just got a journey, a path. They take it, and it winds up working out. And then y'all get mad at those folks. Why you can't, do something for this person, or do something for that person, or do something for that person? Because there's a demographic of us who knows good and well, I'm not about to be out here helping people who don't want to help themselves. And I'm not about to be helping people who is making fun of me trying to help myself. And I'm not about to be helping people who have a checkered past and have wronged me, and I'm supposed to forgive you and pull you up because we brothers. But you didn't, you wasn't thinking about that when you was wronging me, when you was stabbing me in the back. You didn't care about that. So, but we need to bring back the sacrificial black man that could take all the shots and arrows and stabs in the back in the community and keep on pushing and keep trying to, pull brothers up out of this and pull sisters up out of this. And it's like, nope. And pull your family members up out of this and pull their kids up out of this and pull your nieces and nephews. Nope. Y'all not like you used to be back in the day. Newsflash. We was watching the people that was helping y'all back in the day, and we see, we saw with our own eyes. If they every now and then ask you for some help and you just left them hanging. After all the help that they've given you, you left them hanging. And then when they said, I'm done, I'm tapped out, I can't help no more, then they were a loser. Then they were a sucker. Then they were selfish. Then you hope they die. Then you wish they go to hell because, they ain't got to be like that. Something wrong with them. It's like, yo, we watched this already, right? We seen this already. We heard all the sob stories and the guilt y'all put on other people. And then people have actually helped you out. And you decided, since you got a little help, now it's time to go on vacation. Ball out with the investment that you was looking for, because you was trying to come up, but you went to ball out, and then you was like, I just wanted to know what it's like to be successful. I thought you wanted money for a business. I mean you got some more, like you can help me again. I mean, I make mistakes, man. I mean, you blown money before. Oh no, I haven't. No, we're not doing this. So we got to have that conversation, right? Because you want to bring the sacrificial black man back to give you everything that you don't want to get for yourself. I don't want to do 50-50. I need 100. And I need him to do 100, me to do nothing, because I just, and if he can't do that, he a loser. No, you a loser asking him to do stuff for you you ain't doing for yourself. That's what it is. How come you can't work? Oh, excuse me. How come you can't work and, invest and get in a Roth IRA and get a 401k and then, and build some equity, and I get with you and I take half of it because I feel like I'm old. Why you can't sacrifice yourself like that for me? Because I just want to go on vacation and I want to shop and I want to get my nails done. I want you to, get out there and work in the world so you can pay that all this child support so you can watch me spend it on everything but the kid. And I'm going to make this kid love me and hate you for it. And the problem is, brother, you left, brother. Brother, you left. You're not a part of the community no more, brother, because you over there and I'm over here, brother. You're not real. Okay. All right. You need to if you ain't willing to sacrifice all that you worked hard for me, and you know that I ain't going to sacrifice nothing, you wrong if you won't do that. Okay. So I'm going to end with this last little clip, and we're going to, close this show out, because sometimes this is what it actually is. It's a weird clip because if you know where the scene came from, it's messed up, but it's relevant to when guys sacrifice. But check it out, and then we're going to, exit with the outro.
I tried to fix it. I did everything. I showed them compassion. I showed them mercy. I walked away. I was the bigger man. And look where the fuck it got me.
It looks like a job for Superman.
Do this, spoken from the lips of the young, of the old, bear of me. Yeah, gotta put it all in. And they are Superman. All the way. I guess I'm taking off the cake through the glasses in the trash. Being super is great, saving y'all is such a drag. Even God took a break, me I ain't coming back. I got one life to live, if you don't like it, that's your ass. Cause nobody saved me, cause when I walk, I'm just a peon. I could use somebody just like I'm the kings of neon. This world is cold as ice, mixed mixed with salt, mixed with Freon. They got me pissed off, but that's better than being peed on. For eons, human beings took kindness for weakness. When you constipated, you start to appreciate shit. Put before you life and death, and you just gotta choose. The kryptonite life means you still follow the rules. If your credit's messed up or your bills ain't paid, then it's getting disconnected. Can't nobody say the day. And I can fly, leave a building in a single bound. But I can't stand fair weather friends, and I just fly around. My super friends in Justice League, only folk I kick it with. Kill Lex Luthor, so what? We had to finish it. Kids play games and adults play for keeps. And me, I play to win, but I ain't playing in these streets. And life is not a joke, then again, it ain't this serious. Superman can say the day, but God can say the Superman. Saga of the kryptonite, life just ended. You enjoy listening? Man, I'll finish it.
Lois, come holler at me. I got an ice couch. Thank you for coming out, listening. I knew you would like it because we made it. I'm so frigid and so fly.